Trish's mentor has put her heart into this project. She always had a great attitude, and we were able to improv and laugh, and she caught so many raw moments. She has continued to work on this project and write the descriptions for all the vignettes that we've released. In addition to this, Trish was amazing with the kids. The kids absolutely loved working with her.
Jumbo, everybody! It's me, Trisha, again, 12 years later. First, it was basically an experience that no one knew what we were getting into.
That one day creates a difference. That one day somebody says, okay, I am taking a flight to come to country to come to you. You may not know, maybe back at home, this man is a money man. And you just take a risk and say, I'm entrusting my life unto him. And things turn out.
John Kimura, who is, basically our fixer, and I highly recommend getting a fixer on any project in another country, because not only do you have a person that speaks the languages and knows the territory, but they will take you into places that no visitors, like a regular tourist, would ever go, which was really exciting. This team really got what we needed, which was a lot. Equipment, and when you go to another country, it's often nice to give a gift when you go to someone's home. As Americans, we didn't know each other, really. We get to a place and you're dropped off and, okay, let's hit the ground running. But it was such a shock with different things, with, electricity to converters to stepping outside onto the street, which was, essentially a dirt road. Just getting the bond. And often with filmmaking, you gain family after that, because you're like in the trenches and, you're problem solving every day. And especially when you're in another country, you're at the whim of all of it. Everybody has a story, and if they have the techniques and the basics, the technology is always changing, but the storytelling and the way that you create a film is across the board the same everywhere. So that was just like obstacles. What obstacles? I had every single kid do every job. So producer, director, script supervisor, like all of it. One moment, I'm gonna check my box for a second. Quiet on the set. I took these glasses, these right here, these are the same exact glasses. I said, put these on and you can be anybody you want to be. He put them on and he said, quiet on the set, cameras rolling, action. And then all of a sudden, I thought I was working with Spike Lee or, Jay-Z or somebody, that you just go, oh my God, you're like 10 or 12, and now all of a sudden you're just, it totally amazed me. And it just, all of his peers were like, whoop, whoop, okay. And he did a great job, and it just turned into the best experience I've ever had in my life. Yes?
You are having an exam.
When is that?
November, December? When you shall be ready?
December?
December is
Ooh.
okay.
Can we have a practice test?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kiswahili.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kiswahili practice test November, and then the finals in December?
In December.
Oh boy.
There you are.
I got a lot of teaching. I got a lot of learning.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. I started learning Swahili back there, and then here in my little YouTube platform that I had for a minute, and then I ended up just being me. I learned the phrase, it is, and I have to read it, but it's gari langu lina gana lang limajaa na mikunga. And yes, what that means is, for all you Monty Python fans out there, my hovercraft is full of eels. Anyway, with that, I want to say Asante sana and nakupenda.
Tunakupenda. I love you. Nakupenda.
Boop, 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 boop. Nakupenda. Ayeya.
Ayeya, ayeya.
Poa. Poa.
Lisa Cromaldi, registered nurse, also my cousin, was a calming presence for the group and would often help smooth over any problems that the group might be having. She was an amazing help with the kids and also serving different communities with her medical experience.
The wonderful thing was we were able to share with each other. Met a Reverend Joyce who went back to her hometown to bring medications and give medical care.
5th year in school, in high school, I wanted to go and do pharmacy, to become a pharmacist. But that is when everything changed because it's when I felt called to go to the ministry. The call was mostly within me. I looked back and I saw what God had done for me. My parents didn't have much, but I know there were people who would loan the money for me to go to school, then they will pay them later. And I didn't have anything to tell God thank you for what He had done. So I felt called to give my own life to serve in the church. And that's how I ended up going to the seminary and then becoming a minister of the Methodist Church.
I worked at elementary schools with the beautiful spirits of the children who sang and laughed every day. They were very engaged.
Well, we are so honored to be here, and we can't wait to hear your stories.
Health topics as far as first aid, disease prevention on my end. One thing that I really think made them resilient, and that was their love for life and their love for each other, their physical activity.
Forward, backward, sideways, sideways. Again. Forward, backward, sideways, sideways.
Some of the things that I saw that they did not have were for snake bites, poisonous snakes, and treatments. That was a big question that unfortunately I did not have an answer for. We saw every age level, including Kenyon University, where I shared information about spine. It was a beautiful trip, learned from their singing, from their dancing, and we shared with each other, and it was a great experience that I'll never forget.
Lindsay Wilkinson was always willing to jump into anything, whether it was videotaping or doing audio or assisting Lisa in some remote area in Kenya to help out with medical support. She grew so much during this trip, and to this day, we are great friends.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we wanted to share a love of film and video, with people that were new across the world and learn something from them and, see if we could share. I think we succeeded at that. I think, the experiences we had, we couldn't have predicted, but they really were so impactful. Sports day, competing with the students and teachers, the technical school was inspirational.
From our experiences at Meru Technical Institute, I deepened my passion for urban farming. As of today, I've been raising chickens for over 9 years.
Learning about Kenya's infrastructure and technology was eye-opening. Kaka girls were so enthusiastic and intelligent, and what an incredible school to go to. One thing I really learned is the journey is worth taking. Even if it's scary or hard or seems overwhelming, just taking that first step and not letting negative voices stop you is so important, and there's so many stories worth telling, even if it's complex and you don't know how it goes together or where it's going, these things are important, and there's so much we can learn from and learn about ourselves in that process. And we maybe went in with some hubris or naivety, but through that, we gained, confidence in ourselves, and we learned from other people.
If it is 90 years or 100, you are going to leave a permanent mark in service of humanity. And different parts of this country will be reading. Some years back, hundreds of years back, a man called Rhea, a man called Braddon, a beautiful lady called Lindsay, a beautiful lady called Trish, a woman called Autumn, a man called Lou, a beautiful short lady called Lisa. They came in a team with one mission to say, this is the American love. And the love was really touching. And that's why everybody's crying. The American love is, people are crying because they are touched by the American love.
Haba Na Haba, Hujaza Kibaba. That means little by little we'll fill a big container. Our container is now full, and we thank you for watching.
Jambo, karibu sana hapa kwetu, hakuna matata. Oh, you make me feel as though just Kenya was just one step ahead.